Hello, my gorgeous, sweet friend. It's so lovely to meet you, to connect with you in this way. And I am just creating a little space for us to share. Whatever is on your heart, I'm tuning into that. And I would love to sit with you and share a little bit from my heart. And what I'm sharing today is, it's funny how I need to find a way to get the plane up. I experienced pregnancy loss a month ago, and the language of our mothers, it was a miscarriage. And I'm 45 years young, and this was my first pregnancy. And I'm just allowing the space to be here. And right now, if you have ever been in that place or are in that place, that is the reason you clicked on this video today. I'm just giving you such a deep hug. I'm hugging you so tight and so gentle at the same time. And my message to myself and to you is just let it be. Let it be. Beatles comes to mind. And the reason I want to share that with you and share a little bit is because I don't go alone as I felt a month ago, and still sometimes do. I know we are not alone. And elevating our voices through this expansion that we are going through, that I'm going through, I think there's such a powerful way to get to know the new version of me, of you, the new versions of us that is being birthed as well. I'm sure there will be a future video where I can share more, but for now, it's just to be here. And the challenge and the temptation is to not look for hacks to get over this, to not look for ways to lessen the hurt, to get over the grief. The journey here is the grief, is through the grief. And allowing that space, even though no one understands that is currently in your life. Your loved one, your partner, whether they are with you on this journey or not, family, friends, clients, everyone has a different experience, and I truly believe it's a very gifted few people on this world. If they've not lived through an experience, they don't really have the language to plant those seeds in this time that we need. And sometimes people want to say, with the most beautiful intentions, how this was meant to be, and you can always try again or all the things. At least it was only a few weeks. It is when we go through the initiations that we are, and as one of my acquaintances said, it's like, this is probably one of the most unwanted sucky clubs to belong to, experiencing pregnancy loss and that a negative space of all the dreams, all the potentials, all the possibilities, all the future, beautiful glimpses that we had, whereas now emptiness. And just also receiving myself in that. And I want to invite you to receive yourself in that. There's no words here that can bring salve or ointment of healing. There is presence and there's spaciousness, and there's just you and me being held by the love that we have for ourselves. And if you are so inclined, the love that created us. And yes, it's hard to express that. I was definitely angry at the divine, at the creator. Why do I get this gift if I can't receive this gift? And if you are in that space, it's okay. Express it. This was not the video that I planned to create. And I'm witnessing and I'm aware that this is probably what I need. And for you also to witness a woman and a heart in her grief, and through and in that grief towards a new expansion, a new wholeness. There's not going back. There's not, I wish I used to be the woman I used to be, or the girl I was, or joyful and all those things. Yes, there's deeper versions of that. And for now, it is just the space and the grace of this unwanted gift of expansion. And also, always, I have no idea what my face is doing. But thank you for receiving this moment here. I really appreciate that. I've been called by my own heart. The invitation I've been hearing for years and I've been ignoring and procrastinating to create this space online, and walking through this experience and being through that and crying and thinking, and I just know that I want to create a space that I wish existed. A space of soft voices, of gentle rising, mean we don't have to set goals and to fuck shit up to get there. It is a gentle way of moving, elevating, growing, falling down when we need to fall down, and then gently rising again. And I am an integrative health coach, been in the fitness, health and coaching industry for 20 years, and recently moved into the hormonal space because sister here at 45 thought she was going through perimenopause, and miracle I became pregnant, or I always say it's not just the woman, it's the woman and the partner, in this case my husband. And of course this has catapulted me into a whole new realm, and I'm finally in a place where I have to acknowledge that I want to create what I wish already existed, and that is a space where we can meet in any way, in any form we are. I'm again unwantedly gifted with a life filled with amazing challenges, massive obstacles, emotional and growth. And what I'm experiencing yet again, every rock bottom moment brings me to a space of really looking and sitting with my shit, looking at it, and it's like, what are the patterns that I'm witnessing that is not making me live the life that I know I want to live. Full transparency, the last 5 years in Los Angeles, between brackets, I'm South African, originally from South Africa. I lived in Dubai for almost 2 decades, and then in 2020, moved to Los Angeles with my husband, being with his family here. Excuse me. And the last 5 years, whether it was hormones, whether it was a grief portal that I tried to ignore, leaving a life behind that I was very connected and very successful and seen and validated in. Losing my dad in 2020 in South Africa, and I couldn't go back, never having a relationship with him because of a brain injury that he's had since I was little, just grieving the loss of a father. There's just so much, there was so much in the last 5 years where I felt I was shrinking and having this accent and Americans not always understanding, and me just getting more introverted, being on a spiritual journey too. And everything is loud out here and dense. And here we are, answering the call, creating the space, as I mentioned, that I wish existed. We have so much light, and there's a recognition there. And this concept is wholeness, whole. The word whole comes from the stem word or the root word holy, and then comes from the root word purity. Living in the way that we feel whole, that we are whole and holy. We already that. I know I am already that. The deeper version, the higher version, the true version of me is already whole. And the video game of this life is to see under all the dust, and then to remove the dust and the gunk and the mud and everything that is not fitting, and understanding that and truly living that wholeness. And the phrase for me that brings me to the threshold of excitement is wholly alive. Wholly alive. Holy, I don't know if I say that. WHO. Wholly alive. I've always dreamed to be wholly alive, and I recognize that as I say that, immediately in this creation and the sharing and the feeling and the seeing the potential shame and embarrassment of crying my eyes out in the internet and just loving myself in this moment and loving you in your moment, I can see how that is an aspect of wholly alive. The whole puzzle. There's a puzzle that's literally lying in front of me that Ricardo and I built this weekend. It took us a whole day, but it was so amazing. So seeing that puzzle, the whole puzzle of us, the whole part of us. And I know this experience that I'm going through, and the experience you are going through, whatever it is that you are grieving, whatever transition you are going through, even if it's identity that you might be grieving. Maybe you just had a baby and you are grieving the identity of your former self. And I just want to say I see you and I love you. And there's nothing wrong in this moment. Everything is just that. We are present. We are here with this breath and with this emotion. And wholly alive, the term that came up for me the whole last month, other than anger and like, what the fuck just happened? How did this happen? How? I felt so lucky, and then I felt so doomed. I want to grow into that. I want to flow into that, evolve, expand, be into that, breathe into that holy aliveness. And I want to set my intention for this community, this space that's being birthed right here. And at the moment, I'm not an expert in this at all. I just want to document my journey. is not a returning, it's more of a remembering of the wholeness that I am. And I would love to document my journey, even though it's something that I know I might procrastinate. And the action and the non-action that I'm taking to, just as I mentioned before, getting to know this new version of me, because there's no going back. There's only growing or devolving, but I can't be what I was 3 months ago. And owning that, understanding that, accepting that. I don't want to plan the future. There's no need to like, oh, I've got so much time to do so and so and so. I just want to be here, present with myself every day. Being with myself, not in the future version of the potential that I can be or who can be with me. Just me, the most important person of my life. Because if this body and mind switches off, life goes on and this body and mind will not be here. The soul continues, but this life in this moment will be muted. So I would like to document this journey using and focusing on the 5 pillars that I've come to know of holy aliveness. And of course there's always more, but the ones that feels true to me, and that is 5 questions that I ask myself that sparks me back to life. And that is, how did I nurture myself today? And nurture with whatever I take in, my eyes, my mouth, my ears, and nurture myself from within. What's my thoughts doing? What is my actions doing? How am I nurturing myself today? And I'll share more about that in future. And then question number 2 is, how did I move today? And it doesn't have to be structured training. It could be more fluid. It could be more intuitive. Question number 3 is, how did I breathe today? Even in this moment as I'm speaking, I can feel myself getting out of breath because I'm not breathing that deep. There we go. Invitation for you to take that deep breath, sister. Into the belly. Release the shoulders and exhale. And with how did I breathe today, I want to connect that with nervous system practices. What did I do for my nervous system? And then question number 4, there's 5 questions. Question number 4 is, did I create today? Did I create anything today? I made this cup of tea. Anything that was not in existence before I put out the intention to create it, whether it's a meal, whether it's writing my journal, a poem, whether it's a video, whether it's a photo, whatever art form, whether it's art, painting, drawing, singing, whatever new life it is that we are bringing into life. What did I create today? And then the last question, did I nature today? Did I spend time in nature today, even if it's just a walk in my neighborhood, looking at a flower, witnessing a tree, seeing the little green birds flying. There's green parrots everywhere I go in the world. I promise you, everywhere I go in the world, there's green parrots. And there's a whole bunch of them living here in Los Angeles, in the city, in the tree. Anyway, long story. 5 questions: nurture, move, breath, create, nature. Those are the 5 pillars that I'm going to continually talk about and live and have you witness. And I know when I complete the puzzle of those 5 questions, then it's when I feel into the breath, into the presence of wholly alive. And my encouragement, invitation to you, my dear friend, is you're welcome to join me on this journey. You're welcome to following me. It would be my honor to walk beside you on the journey that you are currently walking on. And I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you again. Oh, my love. I love you and I appreciate you.